This is Math 995 CBE Review 5. I'm Cassandra.
I'm Angela.
We're recitation leaders for 995. As you guys have probably already realized throughout the semester. But we're going to help you prepare for CB5. If I can figure out how to switch slides. Okay, so CB5 goes over these things. We'll go over each one of them individually. Starting with extracting square roots. So, using roots to solve problems, you can take the square root of both sides of the equation in order to solve equations. Don't forget the plus minus. Why do we have to have a plus minus when we do this?
Actually, no, I do.
Yeah.
Because they're two different solutions to the problem.
Yeah. Because if you square the negative, you're going to end up with a positive for both. You get the same answer if you square a negative of the same number with a positive of that number. Negative 9 squared equals 9 squared. All right. So our example problem is determine the real number solutions to the equation the quantity 5x minus 3 squared equals 81. What do we want to do first?
Square root it.
Square root it. We're going to square root both sides. Oh, this is really thin. That pen is so thin. I enjoyed
It's
that.
honestly probably nice though.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that. It just surprised me because it's usually much thicker.
Yeah.
All right. So, what do we get on the left side?
5x minus 3. 5x minus 3. Yes.
Yes.
I said equals 2.
Two
We know what you
minus-
meant. We know what
Two
you
minus signs stacked on top of each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's equals. Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. All right. What do we get on the right side? 9.
Do we get a
Oh.
9 and a negative 9?
Yes.
But why? I don't understand why.
Because we're trying to find the two
All the
solutions
solutions?
to the problem.
Because
Yeah.
we're taking this. We're trying to figure out what squared is going to equal 81. So you can have 9 squared is going to equal 81, and negative 9 squared also equals 81. So when we take that square root, we can see that both of those are going to get us the 81 that we had. So they're both possible solutions. Does that make
Put
sense?
those in little brackets, not brackets, parentheses. That's what this is.
Honestly, when you're square rooting this is where they're saying put the plus and minus in front of your number. So on the right side,
I guess
you would
I'm saying
put.
when you type it in, what do you?
Oh yeah, when you type it in,
When you type it in, you're going to,
you should get two.
you'll have two
Different
answers
answers.
that
You
are very
say 9
different.
or negative 9 comma 9.
Yes.
If those were your final answers, negative 9, comma 9.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes.
But for this, in this case, we have like two equations now that we have to
So
solve.
we have to solve it.
Done.
Yes.
Hello.
All right.
No, it's fine. You're good.
No, you're good. All right. How are we solving the equations?
Adding 3 to both sides.
Adding 3.
That's a good idea.
I also agree. I think that's a very good idea.
I think that's a fabulous idea.
And then are we gonna divide by 5?
Yes.
Are we gonna do that?
That's crazy.
Wild.
Let we're on
I
same
like the
page.
way you think. So there.
All right.
So yeah, putting it into the equation, like a question was asked earlier, what would we write down for our final solutions?
Negative 6 over 5, comma 12 over 5.
Perfect.
That was a really bad bracket.
That's okay. I mean, I can tell it's a bracket, but I also can't draw brackets. That's a
Oh,
really nice bracket.
My piano teacher made us do it very well. Oh, we're gonna see. Maybe. Yes. They did not put theirs in the correct order, so that you have the bottom to the positive. But it'll mark it both correct on the test. But yeah. Do we have any questions on how to solve problems like this? No? Wonderful.
I don't understand why there's a negative and positive.
You what? You still don't
Well,
understand?
I said now that I understand why
Oh,
there's a
yes.
negative and positive, but on the homework I was like, I guess that's just how it is.
You're like, I
and I
don't
just
know.
put the negative.
Okay, guys. what's the quadratic formula?
Negative
b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a.
Whew! Okay, I think like 2 out of like all of you had that. Okay, so do we remember the quadratic formula? Because this will be something you guys will see on the test. You will probably need to have this, scratch that. You will need to have this equation memorized. Okay, but yes, this is your equation. So you have negative b plus or minus your square root b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. And that's where these values come in. You have a, you have b, you have c. And it's always equal to this 0.
How did they figure this out?
That's a great question. I don't know.
Well,
Someone
this is
a
it.
lot smarter than I came up with this fabulous equation. They just recognized that this is what you do.
That's crazy.
So yeah.
I'm like, where's 4 coming? I don't know. Where's 2 coming? I don't know. Why isn't it simplified?
Why
I don't know.
negative?
Why did they throw in I don't know. But yeah. Okay, questions about this formula before we go into some practice questions. Okay, sweet. So now we're going to use it. Okay, so what is my first step here? What do I want?
Make the equation. Oh,
You got it.
make the equation equal 0.
Okay, perfect. How do I do that?
You're gonna take 2x away from the right side and put it on the left side.
Okay, so you're saying subtract 2x from both sides?
Yeah.
Perfect. I love it.
Methinks we can just factor this. Maybe.
I'm gonna say not quite. It's not gonna be fabulous
But
factoring.
wouldn't it just be negative 3 and 1?
Well, we
What's
also
3 times 1?
Well, oh wait. Never
Negative
mind, guys.
2.
I was
negative
thinking
2.
incorrectly.
Yeah.
Yeah, sadly, okay, the quadratic formula, the reason that we have it is because this doesn't factor nicely. And I don't know about you, but I don't think in square roots. So this equation helps us think about things in square root form. So that's why we use this equation. Okay, so what is A, B, and C? What are my values?
2.
A
A equals what?
2x squared.
Okay,
Two.
2?
Just 2.
Okay,
I'm
why
just
is it
saying
not 2x
I
squared?
was telling you that it was the first one.
Oh, it was like that. Thank you. Okay, yes.
Because we're finding x.
Because we're finding x, right? We're looking for x, so we're just going to use like the coefficients in front of the x values. Okay, awesome. What is b?
Negative 2.
I have a question though.
Yeah.
Because in the quadratic formula, it's in negative b. For example, this one's a negative 2. Would it just be a positive 2?
It would be a positive 2. Yeah. So when we're plugging it into our equation, and I'll do that in just a second. Yeah, you're correct. You'd have a negative 2, and the negatives will cancel each other out. Okay, sweet. So just like you guys said, I'm going to write it out. Do you want me to write out the formula and then plug in the equations, or do you want me to just plug in the equation?
I'm cool if you just plug it in, but I'm not.
Thoughts?
Person.
Other thoughts? We're good. Okay, sweet. So we're gonna go, what is my equation? I'm gonna try and plug them in as fast as you guys say them.
Okay,
It'll be
2
fun.
Plus or minus the square root of negative 2.
In parentheses, yes.
Yeah.
Wait, so.
Wait, okay.
Good,
Well, that turned into a positive.
Negative 2 squared.
Okay, valid. I'm just gonna write it like this so then people can see my work when they watch this later.
Negative 2
Okay, in parentheses?
squared.
Yep,
2.
okay.
Minus 4.
2 parentheses.
Negative 1
Perfect.
over 2.
2. Okay, awesome. Okay, now we get to simplify, which is fabulous. I love when we actually get to simplify these. Okay, so you're correct. You got 2. Someone in the back said that. Then we have plus or minus the square root. I'm going to do the work over here on this side for inside of my square root. I'll just put square root. Yeah, so we have 4 minus, and then 4 times 2 is 8, and then I heard a negative 8, so a negative 8, positive 8. So we get 4 plus 8 equals 12. Okay. Is there anything else that we can pull out if this is a square root of 12? What does 12 simplify down to as far as prime numbers go?
2, 2, and a 3.
Okay, whoa, that was fast.
2 and 3. 2√3.
2, 2, 3. Okay, yeah. So these guys come out. Wow. I'm gonna.
2 plus or minus. We have to simplify this variable.
Yes. Everything's erasing. We're doing great. We're doing so good, guys.
You're right. Oh, there you are.
There.
I'm right here. Here we go. Okay, so we have 2 plus or minus, and then you said 2 square roots of 3. 2 root 3, perfect. All over 4. Okay, when I have this 4, what am I dividing by 4?
The twos.
Both 2s? This one and this one? Okay, why do I need to divide 4 by both of these 2s?
Because they are both not. They're at the party.
They're all at the party, so the party reaches all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
I like that.
Because the square root is the house, and if you're at home, you can't be partied with.
Wow,
Four
that's
is like
like-
a zombie. 4 is consuming the guys who didn't stay in the house.
Who did go to the party?
Yeah.
that's like the craziest way I've
Don't
ever
go to
heard that
parties.
explained.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't go to parties. Okay, that is like the best. Yes,
Consumed by the zombie.
Best explanation
I've ever heard exactly.
You have to have a friend to go to a party.
So go with a friend to a party.
But
Like,
now
zombie
that's getting eaten by the
consumed.
zombie.
Well, that sucks, but that's a risk you have to take.
You know? Well.
Party with a friend? Okay.
Okay. So what is this over?
1/2. Oh, yeah.
1 plus or minus square root of 3 over 2.
Perfect. Because we did this. We're like, all of these are 1s, and this is now a 2. Hoorah.
But Angela, why don't we do anything with the square root?
Can you take anything out of this square root?
But let's say we could.
I mean,
You
Let's-
wouldn't, right? Like, let's say
No.
it's a 4.
well, if it was a 4. Okay, so you're saying if this right here was a square root of 4,
Further.
I mean, I would solve it further. And we'll actually come to one of those in a
But I'm just saying
second.
you can't simplify if it's in the root.
You could simplify a little bit more, because what is the
Okay,
square root
let's
of 4?
imagine that you can't.
Then yes, you would just leave it, and yes.
You're losing me.
Stay with me.
Okay, here, I'm here, we're good. Okay,
Keep
can we
going.
simplify this guy any further?
Yes.
No.
But we need to write it in both forms.
We do need to write it in both forms. Okay, so what is my first form? We can go negative or positive.
1
Let's go
plus-
negative.
Oh.
Oh.
1 minus, okay, 1 minus the square root of 3 over 2. Perfect, what's our other one?
1 plus the square root of 3 over 2.
Awesome. Okay, any questions about this process? Kind of a long process, but if you have the equation memorized, it really does help, I promise. So, okay. I don't know how to. Woo, we got it. It's like right
I
on
feel like
top
she
that's
mentioned
under.
in class that we don't need to simplify the quadratic formula all the way.
Or did I make that up?
I think for the CBE, it will be nice enough that usually it can be simplified pretty nice, something like this.
Okay.
So I would simplify as far as you can go.
Okay, cool.
So, okay. Sweet. Here we go. We get another one. It's very exciting.
Let's foil it.
Say what? Foil it? Perfect. Okay, so what do I get if I foil this?
X squared plus X minus
Wait, plus what?
Whoa.
X squared
4x.
plus 4x.
Okay, plus 4x. Oh, you did.
I
You're like
added it.
speedy quick. Okay, yeah, so minus 3x, nice. And then minus 12.
Yes.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Equals 3.
Sorry, wasn't.
No.
I was like, wow, that was really fast.
Well, I just thought you forgot to
Okay.
multiply it.
And then we want everything
That
on
could
one
happen.
side, so what is our next step?
Combine
Combine like-
Combine like terms, okay? So we're gonna subtract 3 from this side. We're gonna do yonder. So we have x squared plus x minus 15 equals 0. Do you guys concur?
I concur.
You concur? Okay. Can we factor this one nicely?
No.
No, we can't, sadly. So what are we needing to use? Quadratic formula. Awesome. So what is A? Perfect. What is B? Okay, someone besides these two up front. What's C?
Negative 15.
Ah, let's go. Okay, perfect. So let's plug it into our equation. So we have negative b gives us what?
-1.
Negative 1, okay, plus or minus what? Someone besides the 3 up
1.
front. Thank you.
Squared.
Someone besides the 3 up front. Some people back yonder.
One squared is one.
1 squared plus what?
Well, I'm just like doing it all in my head, but like, yeah, 1 squared is 1.
Okay, yeah. Minus 4.
Times 1
Okay, perfect.
times -15.
Perfect. Okay, awesome. And then what is that all over?
2 times
Sick. Okay. Love it. Okay, so let's simplify this bad boy. Got -1 plus or minus square root. Oh boy, who has 4 times 15?
I do.
60? Okay, so we have 60 as this guy. And then we're adding 1 to it, so we have square root of 61? 61, question mark?
No, yeah.
Is that what you guys got?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what you got? Okay, all over 2? Perfect. Okay, can this set, like, simplify it all?
I think 61's prime. Is it?
I think it's prime. I want to say it's prime. Okay, awesome. So then what are our 2 solutions for this one?
-1 plus square root 61 over 2. -1 minus square root 61 over 2.
Perfect. Okay, awesome. Okay, how are you guys feeling about the process? Show of thumbs. Sweet. Okay, awesome. Oh, guys, I'm so proud of us. Look at us go. Okay, well, we get to do one more because
CBE together.
we get to do so many quadratic formula equations. Okay, but this is kind of pulling from the last CBE. Okay, and then we're going to be using the quadratic formula. But what is our first step here? Factor. Okay, which one are we factoring? What are we factoring?
So middle term.
The middle term. Okay, so I'm seeing like this guy, right?
Yeah.
So what does this factor into?
X plus 2, X plus 2.
Perfect. Okay.
Because I've noticed that it's always, as one of them is always.
Yes, usually they do like you guys. Yeah, one of these usually does match. They should match anyway. So. Okay, awesome. So what is our next step?
Multiply the
Multiply everything by
Yeah.
X plus 2, X plus 2.
Okay, why are we multiplying everything by x plus 2 and x plus 2?
Because I love fractions.
Because you love
So you
fractions.
just cancel out your denominator.
Okay, yeah, so yes, exactly. You're wanting to get rid of your denominators, and you loathe fractions. I mean, me too, let's be honest. So, to be able to get rid of every single part of the denominator, and since these things are equal to each other, we have to multiply every single thing by the exact same thing, so that it doesn't change the value of what we have at the beginning. Okay, awesome. So, let's do this. Okay, x plus 2 times x plus 2 divided by x plus 2 times 3 gives us what?
So we do 3x
3x
plus 6.
plus 6.
Okay, we're just gonna, yeah. We're gonna do 1. Okay, minus 1, okay?
Equals-
Ooh,
I think in parentheses you should just put x squared plus 4x plus 4.
I also agree.
Because then we just refoiled the thing we unfoiled.
Yes,
Not foiled, hello. Factored.
factored, yes. Okay, any questions on why we did this stuff for the right side? What she was saying is we're just gonna keep the x plus 2 and the x plus 2 since we already know that's what we're multiplying by, but we already know that that's x squared plus 4x plus 4. So she's kind of just saving us a step. Okay, perfect, awesome. So what is our next step? What do we want to do?
Distribute.
Distribute what?
Love it. Okay, I'm gonna stop talking.
The 3 and the 2?
So we're what?
3 and the 2?
Perfect. Okay. Woo. So what do we get?
3x plus 6.
Sweet. Minus 1. Okay. What about the other side?
2x squared plus 8x plus 8.
Woo. Okay. Awesome. Okay. What do you guys think? What's next?
Combine 6 and -1. Make life easier.
That would make life a lot easier. Okay. So we have 3x plus 5 equals 2x squared plus 8x plus 8. Okay. Someone back yonder. What's our next step?
Moving everything over to get 0.
Perfect. Awesome. So moving 3x and then the 5. Awesome.
Subtracting
Perfect, yeah. Subtract 3x, subtract 5. We get 2x squared plus 5x plus 3. This equals 0. Okay, any questions about how I got to this point so far? How are you guys feeling? Thumbs up. Perfect. Okay, awesome. So what is, I'll just get write these up here. What is our A, B, and C value?
A is 2, B is 5, C is 3.
Perfect. Okay, awesome. So we're going to plug it into our quadratic formula, right? So what do we get for our quadratic formula?
-5
Okay,
plus or minus the square root of. Sorry, I'm thinking of it as I'm writing.
no, you're good.
5 squared minus 4, 2, 3,
Yeah.
over 2, 2.
Okay, perfect. Okay, I was going to say, like, you can do it out of, yeah. You can do it out of order. Yeah, that's totally fine. Okay.
Everybody understand why we jump to the quadratic formula instead of trying to factor?
Other than the point that we can't factor that.
Well, it wouldn't factor nicely, which is why we're using the quadratic formula. It's just very often we see people try and try and try.
Yeah. So if it like doesn't factor pretty nicely, like something you've seen before, and you're like, bro, why can't I get it? Just plug it into the quadratic formula, and it'll work. Even for the ones that you can factor nicely, you could still use the quadratic formula for, and it'll give you your factors, which is kind of cool. So, okay, awesome. So here's our equation. So what is 5 squared? I'm gonna go down here. 25. So I'm gonna write -5 plus or minus square root 25. Okay, what do we get for these values?
Oh, sorry.
4 times 2, -8 times 3, 24. Minus 24. Ooh, that's nice. 2 times 2 is 4. Okay, so we're gonna rewrite this one more time. So we have -5 plus or minus square root. What's the square root of 1? 1. Just 1. Yeah, square root of 1 is 1. So then we get 4. Okay, awesome. Wow, I'm like running out of room on here. Okay, so we're just gonna. That's an arrow. Hopefully you guys can see that. Okay, so we have -5. What do you guys want to do? Plus or minus first?
Plus.
Plus, sweet. Plus 1 over 4. What does that give us?
-1.
Perfect. Okay. We have -5 minus 1 over 4. What does that give us?
-3/2.
Perfect. Yeah. -6 over 4. You divide the top and the bottom by 2. You get -3/2. Okay. These are our two values. Kind of crazy. But like they're a little bit nicer numbers, which is kind of nice. But it's not something that I would have come up with on my own. So
Wait, how'd you get the -1 and the -3/2?
okay, so we went from this guy. Right, we have -5 plus or minus the square root of 1 over 4. And then we came down here and we're using these two equations. So we have -5 plus 1 gives us a -4 over 4 gives us a -1. So that's how we got this guy.
Oh, okay. I see.
Sorry, yeah, my work is like kind of all over the place. Sorry. But yeah, and then we have -5 minus 1 gives us -6 over 4 gives us -3 over 2.
Okay.
There you go. Okay. Good question though. Okay, any other questions on this? Quadratic formula, any of the stuff that we did here? Okay. Show of hands. How are you guys feeling? Yeah. Okay.
So I can get 4 problems right on the CBE.
Okay, awesome.
All right, solving linear inequalities. What is an inequality?
Something
Greater than, less than, or equal to.
Yes.
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 Let's go.
All right. Yeah. Solving linear inequalities is just like solving a regular equation, performing operations on both sides, except when you multiply or divide both sides by a negative, you switch the sign, the direction of your sign. Yes. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Wonderful. Why?
Because it changes the meaning.
Yes. It's very much that if we're looking for a number that is greater than 5,
-5 is not greater than -1. So it's, I'm saying you have to flip.
Yeah, you have to flip it because the smaller the number, it's rough to explain. -12 is less than -5, but 12 is greater than 5
Yes.
because negative numbers count backwards. Does that make sense, or did I just confuse you guys further?
That clicked in my head.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, kind of wonky, kind of
Kind of
weird.
wonky.
Love it though.
Yes, we
With a
do.
little arrow on the side.
Only sometimes, though. Not every time.
I actually hate that. My bro.
All right. So we have this inequality. What do we want to do first? Distribute.
Wow, your arrows are so nice. Your work is so nice. Makes me happy.
You say that, but my recitation disagrees with you. All right. 9 times 5 is 45. X minus
9 times 4?
36.
Nice.
Yes.
I feel like in this class, the hardest thing is remembering how to multiply numbers.
I completely agree.
So, yeah.
That's why I struggle just in every math class. So. All right. What do we do next?
Would it be
36 to move it over.
What's your thought?
beneficial to factor out a 3, or is that not?
So if you factor out a 3 out of all the terms, you very much could do that.
But would it be helpful, or is that just useless?
It's kind of either way. It'll give you smaller numbers
Let's
throughout,
just add 36.
but you will have a -5/3 on the other side when you
Just
divide
add
by
36.
3. Okay.
I just wanted to know.
Yeah.
For the
Oh.
most part, no.
For the most part, no. Because then you're going to end up dealing with fractions because you ended up dividing by your 3.
So I'm not
then,
gonna do it.
yeah.
Basically.
Okay.
what I'm hearing.
So 3 minus 45x, 3x minus 45x is going to give us
-42.
-42x minus 36 minus 5. Okay.
Okay, I heard someone back here say something about moving something over.
That table back here, these 2 back tables. What do we do next?
Add 36.
Yes. Add 36.
Wow, it took me a second.
What?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I always doubt myself. You said something and I was like, did I mess it up?
No, you're good.
Okay, what do we do now?
Divide by 42 and flip over the inequality.
We're dividing by -42.
Oh, yeah, negative.
Yes.
No, you're good.
You're so good.
Correct. Yes.
Yes,
very
you were
good
so
thinking.
right, which is why you flip your sign.
Yep.
But we need the negative to also go to the other side.
Sick.
That's it.
Cool.
It's a really ugly number.
It is a very ugly number.
Oh, and we were supposed to write this in interval notation.
Surprise! On the
Surprise.
exam, it should say
It
write
will.
an interval notation.
Yes. It did not tell us. But if we're not looking at our solution and we pretend like it's not there, then we can disappear. How would we write it in interval notation?
Is it hard brackets on both sides?
No.
No?
No.
Wait.
Infinity
On the
can't
left
be a hard
side.
bracket, it has to be the same.
Soft bracket?
Negative infinity.
Comma -31, 32, hard bracket.
Okay, do you
Wonderful.
guys know why infinity can't have a hard bracket?
Because you
Can't
can't
include
include
it
infinity.
because infinity.
Yeah, you can't, infinity's not a number we actually can count to, so it's yeah, okay, just checking.
Yeah.
Nice.
Way to go. Now we have an interval notation.
Yes.
Like we should have guessed. All right. I'm going to keep going because you did like 3.
Yeah, you go for it.
Okay, solving linear inequalities with absolute values. The differences here is we've got to isolate our absolute value just like we do in our equations. So combine what we know about solving equations with absolute values and what we know about solving inequalities. First, isolate the absolute value, then set up two scenarios that will account for the negative and positive possibilities. The solutions are those satisfying both. Does that make sense? Yes. All right, so we have this inequality. What do we want to do first?
Set it equal to 10 and negative 10.
Set it equal to
Or not equal, but you get what I mean.
this, yeah.
Less.
So if I'm writing the one that's going to
But we
have the 10, what do I have?
You have the 5x minus 2 is
Yeah, that.
What's my sign?
Less than or equal
Well,
to.
sorry.
Less than or equal to.
And
10.
then you just flip it for -10.
Yes.
Okay, why are you flipping it?
because
Anytime you change 10 to a negative, any number to a negative.
you have to keep it true.
Exactly, yeah.
Yes. Do we all understand why this keeps it true? Yeah?
Because anytime you multiply or divide by a negative number, you're going to be flipping the sign. So in this case, we're multiplying by a -1. It's the one side, so it flips it so that it's still true.
All right. Now, solving both of these, what do we do?
Add 2.
Add 2 to both sides. That's a really bad 5. And our next step,
Divide by 5.
divide by 5. Okay, so now if we were to write this in interval notation, what would we get?
Bracket, -8 comma, 12 bracket.
Do we all understand how we go here?
Yes.
Wonderful. Or you could have written it as inequality all the way through, but
I'm not gonna
I'm
ever
not
write
gonna
it
brag,
like
but
that.
it's okay.
no, that is okay. But yes.
I'm not doing all that.
Do we have any questions on this problem? All right. This one, what's our first step?
Subtract.
Subtract.
So you can isolate the absolute value.
Yay!
How peculiar.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Subtract, not allowed.
But you only have one solution because you can't make 0 negative.
But if you
Right?
had negative in the absolute value anyway in the x. Wait.
No solution, maybe? Well,
No.
all I know is you can't have a -0 because
X is greater than.
You
What
have
does this
to
table
round
back
it.
here think?
Would it be no solution because there's a 0? Like, because you can't.
No, because there's still a solution would just be.
There's still a number.
I think it's greater than 0, right? Because you'd still flip the sign, so
Wait,
the
what?
sign would be greater than, or,
Wait.
yeah, 0 would be
What is it?
greater
Just only
than.
have one solution.
Huh?
But it would be like.
But I already said.
But
I don't
You'd
even
flip the sign.
So do we have one solution? No solution or infinitely many solutions?
Infinitely many.
Why do we have infinitely many solutions?
Because something plus 9 is like, keeps going. Or, okay, like if you had a graph, you know what I'm saying? And you like started at 9 and then it just went, phew, it's always gonna be greater than 0.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yes. Which we can plug in negative numbers in here too. Do you have a question?
So why would, on the other one, we had to flip the sign, why on this one we don't?
We're not flipping the sign because if we multiply or divide by a negative, you're still gonna get 0. Like you can't, the distance from 0 is still gonna be 0.
Okay. Yeah.
Which that's what an absolute value is your distance from 0. And so you're always going to have the absolute value equating to 0, so we can't, flipping the sign's not gonna do anything. Yeah.
Why is it not like -9 and +9?
For your two solutions.
Because X becomes.
So if it was equal,
Why, I know, but I guess I don't understand why it's infinitely many solutions.
Okay, what does an absolute value tell you? What happens with any number that comes out?
Make it positive.
It's positive, right? Or if I plugged in a -9 for X,
It would be 0.
it would be 0. Is that a solution that we can have because it's greater than or equal to 0? Does 0 equal 0?
Yeah.
Okay. Am I ever going to have a negative number
No.
from an absolute value? Ever?
No.
No. So it doesn't matter what I plug in, I'm always going to have something that's either equal to 0 or greater than 0 because the absolute value makes everything else positive.
Is everything on the right of the number line?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
yes.
Okay.
Because if I were to plug in a -10 plus 9 is going to get me a -1. But the distance from -1 to 0 is still going to be 1. So that's 1 is greater than 0. You can do that for any number.
And that's why it's negative infinity to infinity?
Yes.
Because even if you use a negative number within the...
Yes.
Yeah, because the absolute value cheats, kind of. It's,
Okay, I understand.
yeah.
I just didn't like
If I were to plug in -500 and add 9, I would get -491. The absolute value of that is going to be 491, which is greater than 0.
Yes.
I concur.
Yes.
Awesome.
All right. We all understand?
Yes.
Okay, really quick. I've noticed this on a homework, but I've also noticed it on CBE prep as well. If I had the same value greater than or equal to -9, what would my solution be?
Wait, can you say it again?
So the exact same value, so I have x plus 9 is greater than or equal to -9. Kind of is the same thought process.
Wait,
no
so
solution.
Well,
It's not
Wait,
no
was that-
solution, but I feel like it should
you
be.
would solve your absolute value and then subtract 9 and then
I don't know.
no.
I don't get why it's not no solution because absolute value
Oh,
can't
wait,
be
because
equal to a negative
It's,
number.
but, okay, I definitely agree with that, it can't equal it, but is this equation saying that it's equal to it?
No,
It's not, what is it saying?
it's greater than.
It's greater than or
Or-
equal to, it could be equal to, but it could also be greater than. So in this case, how many solutions would you have for this?
2.
You could have a little bit more than 2. What is -9? Is it a positive or a negative number?
Negative.
It's a negative number. What does an absolute value always give you?
Positive.
A positive number. So am I ever going to get anything that's less than 0 with an absolute value? You're not. So any number I ever plug in, it's gonna be greater than 9. So this is also an infinite many solutions.
Oh, okay.
It's kind of, it like hurts your brain a little bit to think about. But like if you step back, be like, okay, what does my absolute value tell me? It's always gonna be a positive number. So if I always have a positive number or it's 0, does that always make this solution true? Yeah, sorry, kind of broken brains a little bit. Any questions on this?
I'll figure it out.
What's your question?
I don't know.
Well, figure it out. It'll click later.
So yeah, it could be any number, right, because it's an absolute value, so any number that gives you. I had something in my head, but it didn't come out. my
Okay,
mouth,
if
so-
I had x plus 9
makes
in
sense.
absolute values equals -9, what would that give us?
0.
So x plus 9 in absolute values equals -9. Can you have an absolute value that equals a negative number?
No.
You can't. Okay, perfect. We know this. Okay, what if I had x plus 9 is greater than or equal to -9 though?
No.
It's not necessarily equal to it anymore. It could possibly be, that's one of our things, or it could be greater than. So it's saying that it could be either of those. That's why you have an infinite many solutions, because it's no longer equal to -9. We're not saying that the absolute value equals it, we're saying the absolute value could be a value greater than -9, which could be any solution, because an absolute value is always
Yeah,
positive.
it would have to be.
Alright then.
Yeah.
Let's march on.
John?
Sorry, I think I just broke people's brains. I'm sorry.
No, you're
Okay.
good.
No.
You might see this on the exam though.
You might
So-
see something like this on the exam.
I just have
So
to keep my wits about me.
yes, think about where an absolute value will always like what it will give you.
But also, I can miss a problem.
I can retake it.
Oh, guys,
I
no.
can miss one problem and still pass.
Okay, but I
Once
believe
you-
you guys can actually
yes,
like
I
solve
think
these.
you've
Like,
got this.
you guys
Yes.
explained it.
I
the
didn't
reasoning
say I
to me very
couldn't,
well.
but I didn't say I was gonna get it right.
Yes.
Sorry, I don't know if this has already been said, but for example, let's say if it was -9 is greater or equal to 9, that's when it's no solution.
Greater than or equal to
So
9.
let's just say it was like reverse. Let's say it's like x minus 9 and the
Oh, so like the absolute value x plus 9, or like yeah.
X minus 9 like this.
yes.
And then
And then
up
which
here,
side is your
sorry.
the inequality going?
Let's I don't know. I'm just like thinking if it was like -9 is greater than or equal to 9.
Oh, so you're saying that the it's flipped. So x minus 9 is less than or
Because
equal
it's
to
an
negative
absolute
9.
value, would it still make it to?
is it,
I love what you're thinking. Yes. Okay. So is a positive number ever going to be less than -9?
No.
It's not.
So that would be no solution.
This would be no solution.
Okay.
Yes, exactly.
But then, like, because we kind of, and then yes, that answered that question. But then now it's just our new question. It's x minus 9, like the one you did on the top left.
mm-hmm.
If that was, let's say, greater than or equal to negative, no, or positive 9, I guess. I don't know, either one. It makes it, because it's absolute value, a positive, correct? The 9? Or-
Yeah. So no, it will not make this 9 right here positive. It's following the same steps of solving the equation that we would normally follow, that you would get x minus without the absolute value. I'm going to turn it into a parenthesis of 9, and then you would get the other solution of x minus 9, flipping it the 1 to -9, and you would solve.
Okay.
Yeah.
So kind of like how for the last CBE, you guys had like, if you had an absolute value that equaled a negative number, you're just like automatically doesn't exist.
Yeah.
If it equaled a positive number, then you'd get 2 solutions and you had to set up 2 equations to solve. It's kind of the same process in this case, but in this case, you could possibly have something greater than a negative number.
Okay.
Yes. So that's when you have to look at the signs and be like, okay, what is it asking me here? Am I looking for something greater than? Am I looking for something less than?
And your question about if the absolute value changes all your negatives inside the absolute value to a positive, it does not. You take the whole quantity, and when you finish all the math with inside, that's going to be your positive.
Okay. Thank you.
So
Yeah.
you gotta keep all the things together.
So yeah, those
Yes.
are really good questions.
Those are really good questions.
Any other?
Any other ones? All right. Functions!
Yay! Functions! Okay. Domains, ranges, all of this fun stuff. Okay, so a function is basically every input that has exactly one output. Okay, so one input, one output. This means that function passed the vertical line test, so if I have a vertical line and I'm going through, there's only one thing that it hits at one time. If it hits 2 things, it's not a function. F of x is a way of writing the output of a function where the input is x. So if I put an x, I'm going to get an output of f of x, whatever that may be. The domain is the x inputs, the range are the y.
The prairies.
Oh my goodness, yes. In our recitation, someone was like, x is like the prairie that like goes on forever, and y is like a rocket. And I was like, that's great. I was like, if that helps you remember, great. If not,
Everlong prairies.
yeah, think about everlong prairies, I guess.
Interstellar.
Literally. Okay, but any questions on these? I know domain and range are sometimes like the hardest things to remember. The way that I remember it is domain comes first in the alphabet and x also comes first in the alphabet. So those two match up. Range comes second in the alphabet, y comes second. So that's why they match.
I have a way of remembering.
Okay.
X is like the ground. X, you have to run before you rise.
Okay.
The domain, my domain is the ground. I cannot go in the sky.
You cannot go in the sky. Okay.
I got you. Doctor function.
What?
DR.
How
that help?
I don't know. But there you go. Now you have a lot of different ways to remember domain and range. Anyways,
The
so
domain being first.
find a way to
or-
remember it, I guess, is the moral of this story. And then, yes. So, okay. So in this case, we're giving a function, f of x equals x squared over 2 plus x, 4x. Wow, bless me. They want us to find f of 3. So, what is my first step here? What am I plugging in? Or I have a 3. Where am I plugging 3 into?
3 for x.
Wherever x is.
Yeah, wherever x is, this x now is a 3, so anywhere I see an x in this equation, I'm going to plug a 3 in, okay? So we're going to have 3 squared over 2 plus 4 times 3. Okay. Sorry, I went a little quickly on that one. Any questions on why, where, how? Okay, sweet. Awesome. Okay, so what does this equal?
9/14.
Wow, that's kind of impressive. Okay. Well, there you go.
I want to simplify.
I was like, I don't think you can. So yeah, that's our answer. Kind of cool, kind of fun, very exciting. Okay, any questions on this? Yeah.
On the test, do we need to write f of 3 equals 9/14 or just 9/14?
On the test, it gives you the f of 3, and then it gives you
Also
a
for f, would you say function of 3? Or is that not the right way to say that?
function at 3.
Function at 3. Yeah.
Okay. I was just
Yeah.
wondering.
I was like,
I was just
Function of
curious.
3.
function of 3, function at 3.
F of 3.
F of 3. Yeah.
I just wanted you to know.
Yeah. Usually they'll say f of 3 since it's a little shorter, but like function at 3 is also
Okay.
What's
like
f
used.
prime 3?
So f of 3. Yeah. Anyways, okay. Questions, comments, concerns? Emotional outbursts. Sick. Okay. Awesome. Here we go. Okay. Kind of gross. But what are we plugging in for all of our x's? X plus h. Sweet. So what do I get here?
X
Plus h squared.
And then, well, wouldn't you write it out in like 2 parentheses?
You could, yeah. So you're saying like x plus h times x plus h. In this case, okay. For the exam, I think they actually want you to expand it. Kind of gross.
wants them to not expand it.
I don't know. It has both. So we're going to expand it, so you guys know how.
I believe that some of mine who have taken CBE 5, they get their answer marked incorrectly if you expand
Oh,
it.
well, just kidding then. Okay, don't expand.
it out.
Don't expand it.
So keep it squared?
Keep it squared.
Never mind.
But we will expand it because
It's good practice.
it's good practice. Yeah, that's a very good yes. Okay, so we have 2 plus 4 times what?
X
X
plus
plus
h.
h.
Perfect.
Like you're telling, we
4x
don't, we
plus
do
4h.
distribute that, or we don't?
So, in the CBE, leave it like this. This is fabulous.
I-
But we're going
irritates me.
to expand it because
Good.
it'll be good practice. Okay, so, like was said, we're going to expand this one. Kind of gross. But we're going to have an expanded form. I'm just going to write expanded. Okay, so what is our expanded form? Let's do the top one first. What do we get?
So x squared
Okay, x squared. No, you're good.
plus x h x.
Okay, plus, wait. So we have hx,
HX.
okay, plus hx,
Yeah.
plus,
H squared.
gross, ew, that's disgusting. Okay, over,
Wait. Oh wait, yeah.
2
Yeah.
plus 4x plus 4h.
Don't like it.
that's disgusting. Okay, so we technically could simplify this a little bit.
So x squared
Plus,
h squared plus 2hx.
yes. Over 2 plus 4x plus 4h. Okay. Any questions on why, how we expanded it?
No,
We-
still like
There's not a really reason why we expanded it, because you'll want to write it in
But
this
don't
form.
expand it.
Don't expand it.
Please don't expand it on the test, apparently. So, don't expand it.
Don't expand
You'll actually probably get it wrong. Yeah.
Even this, if it was like, I wouldn't do 2 plus 4x plus 4h.
I think you'll literally just leave it like, whoa, hello. Like, dipped for a second. Okay, but yeah, just leave it exactly like this.
Okay.
So, let's
If
see.
I were to do this
That would
on
be our
the
answer.
test where I would
Yeah.
expand
the
it,
circled one.
would you guys go back in and like correct it, or is it just?
If
you would email Janet and she would,
For it.
you would say,
Yeah.
I expanded it
Seems a
and
little
I
easy.
expanded it correctly.
Yeah.
And
She would,
so
honestly, she would give it to you.
she would give it to you. She said that she will give it to you.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
just don't expand it so you don't have to do that.
Exactly, yeah. So, for sanity's sake,
I'm
this
just
is
gonna
definitely the
practice
easier
test
way
what
to
I
do it,
want
but
on
if you wanna see if you can expand it, and probably for like future stuff, that is the way to expand it,
Doesn't
so.
feel like
What if-
math, to be
Like,
honest.
what would happen if you leave
Just
like
don't
the
even bother.
top as the x
Two
plus
out.
h
Plug it
squared,
in, here's your
but
answer.
if you did the bottom of the other
What are you
one?
talking about?
You are still technically correct.
It is,
it's
yeah.
gonna mark you wrong and you're gonna email Janet.
Okay.
Yeah, so,
Awesome.
I think if it's anything besides this simplest form, it will probably mark you wrong.
Simplest form.
The simplest form is gonna be x
Oh.
plus h squared, like,
Yes.
without it being expanded. It will probably mark you wrong, but like, all of them are correct answers. Like, this is the exact same as this. Like, both answers are completely correct. Same with if you did the bottom or just did the top. I don't know why you would just do the top, but all of them are correct answers, so, yeah.
Okay, so then I have one more question.
Yeah,
Because what if you did like the top as like the x plus h and then like the other x plus h, like next to each other?
so like this,
Yeah.
okay.
In my brain, like when I look at that over the 2 plus 4 x plus h, I
Uh-huh.
wanna like cancel it out.
Ugh.
Why don't we do that?
Okay, because of this plus right here. Okay, because this entire bottom, this is now saying this is my entire bottom thing. And since I'm not multiplying x plus h by 2, I can't factor out x plus h because I'm having addition and subtraction in there. It's not going to be the same as if I'm multiplying and dividing.
Okay, I see what you're saying. So like the bottom is like its own thing.
Yes.
It's not just the x plus h on its own.
Exactly.
Because the 4 is attached to it.
Because the 4 is attached to it and also the 2 is attached to it with a plus sign.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah, if it was like 2 times x plus h plus 4 times x plus h, I could factor out the x plus h and I'd have 2 plus 4.
Right.
And then you could like get rid of one of the x plus h's.
Right, but that's not what's happening here.
Exactly,
Okay.
yeah. So yeah, just leave it like this. But yeah, good question. Yes, good question. Any other questions on any of this? No, we're good? Okay, awesome. Okay, guys, we're gonna look at domain and range. Let's go. Okay, domain. What is our domain? X is perfect. Okay, our x values. So in this case, where is our x values? Starting, ending, all of the above.
-5, -2.
Okay,
No, wait, is it not?
I'm looking at
It would be
this.
Negative
It's negative
infinity,
infinity to 6.
It would be 6,
positive 6.
yeah, and negative. Never mind.
So negative infinity, I'm hearing 6. Okay, is 6 included in my domain?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, why?
Because it's a point.
It is a point. Can you guys like? Oh yeah. It is a filled-in point. If there's a hole right there, that means it doesn't include it. But since all of these points are filled in, it does include it, so you would add it to your domain. So it'd be like this.
Same with y.
Same with y. Exactly, yeah. So then for our y, what would we have?
0 to infinity.
Hold please. I'm gonna write this out for people watching this later.
To 1.
It'd be -1, right?
No, just
It's
1.
0
So
to
negative
infinity.
infinity
It's
to
not
1.
0.
Okay, we're going up and down. So where's my very first point hitting on the y?
Oh, -1.
-1, yep.
Oh, I didn't see
Negative
that.
1 to
I didn't see
infinity.
it. I did not.
No, you're good, you're good. So -1, okay? And how far up is it going?
I know.
Yeah, because of the arrow, it's going to infinity. Okay. Awesome. Okay, questions about domain and ranges looking at a graph?
If it's not a filled in, you write it as like a soft parentheses then?
Yes, yeah, because it just doesn't include it. Like, it goes up to that point, but it doesn't include that point.
Right.
Yeah, good, awesome.
Is that?
Is that-
whole? Are we not doing holes?
For holes,
Um,
Or doing?
So holes.
I don't think they'll.
You're not gonna have holes.
I was like, you
Yeah,
shouldn't have holes. That's more like 1050 stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, you won't have holes. You won't have like jumps, vertical asymptotes, anything like that. Yeah, it'll just be a graph like this, and they'll be like, "Tell me, how far does this go?" And you'll be like, "Sweet." So, okay, awesome, perfect. Oh, you guys, look at us. Let's go. Okay, one more problem. We're gonna graph some points. Oh, so exciting. We're so good at this. Would you like to graph points?
I can graph points.
You love graphing points.
I do graphing.
This seems harder than the last one.
It's just different material.
It's just different material.
Okay, honestly, I think the hardest thing you guys will see are those absolute values. Okay,
Yeah.
so do like some practice with those because those are just like hard to wrap your head around. But we're gonna graph some points.
If I'm graphing the point 3, 7, how do I graph it?
Go to 3 on the x-axis.
I like
Well,
the hand
opposite
motion.
for you,
Opposite for- Thank you.
like that.
So we're gonna go to the right 3,
Like,
and then up 7. And if I counted correctly, I did. Okay, there's 3, 7. Somebody else, how would I graph 2, 4? Right 2, up
I
4.
feel like you guys feel like pretty confident
Yeah.
about yeah.
Yes.
Played Battleship.
Somebody else. So true.
Over 1, up 5.
Over 1, up 5. 1, that's 3, 4, 5.
I'm curious.
Okay.
Okay, what?
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, she was just wondering about something. You're like, we're live, and I'm like, wait, is that camera on me?
No.
Oh my gosh, they can see me
Over.
sometimes.
Over 4, down 2.
Over 4
No,
down.
it only
Just your
shows the
voice.
screen.
Oh, but
So-
even like the questions, it doesn't show anything.
So like questions, it will
Like, can you
pick up
hear us?
like your voice, yeah.
Yeah.
But like other than that, yeah.
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 I was like, sorry guys.
No, you're fine.
6,
Honestly,
down
like
nothing.
the questions you guys have been asking
Just
tonight,
6.
like prime questions. I've been asked all of those questions. So this will be amazing for like anyone else that wasn't able to make it tonight.
Done.